Hello, I'm Shirella, and I have a question. When doth charity faileth? Well, several years ago, I was in charge of putting together a program for Christmas. This was for our church congregation. And I was in charge of finding some music, all the musicians, a narrator, some stories to go along with the music, and it was going to be a program about 40 minutes long. So I found the best Christmas stories. I found the most awesome music, including Let There Be Peace on Earth and Let It Begin with Me. And I put it together, and one of the stories that I told towards the end, so this is what the narrator read, it talked about a little boy who had wanted so badly to have this train set for Christmas. And so on that Christmas morning, the little boy Tommy was so delighted when he came down to the Christmas tree and found that he had his beautiful train that he had been wanting for so long. And so then he was so excited, he ran over to his friend's house and he said, "Hey, we have had a great Christmas. How's everything going for you?" Like Tommy said, we had a beautiful turkey and some potatoes, and I got some wonderful gifts. And his little friend said, "Oh, well, we had rabbit for dinner." And Tommy said, "Why did you have rabbit?" And the boy said, "Because that's all that we have. We killed the rabbit, and that's what we ate for Christmas dinner." And Tommy felt really bad. And he asked what else the boy had got for Christmas, and the boy said, "That's all. I didn't get anything." And so Tommy went home and he said, "Mom, would it be okay if I gave this friend my train set?" And sometimes I think about, as the mom, how would I feel, how I have saved for that train set myself, and I wanted to see the pleasure on my kid's face, and then my kid wants to give that to someone else. I mean, there's even there's that part of you that says, "Wait, this was supposed to be your thing that I saved up for." But then the other party says, "What a generous son I have that wants to give his gift to the poor boy." So Tommy did give that train to the poor boy and felt so happy, and everyone felt good. So I told that story, and I thought that the program was a smashing success. So I came home, and the next day, on Monday, we had a doorbell ding. And when we went to the door, no one was there. So I looked down onto the porch, and there was this yellow gift bag. And in the yellow gift bag, there was some apples and oranges and some random change, 20, a couple tens, and a couple fives, that added up to $50. Now, let me tell you, my response was not necessarily one of charity, because even though I had talked all about this charity and talked about this boy who had given away his train, I didn't intend to be the recipient of charity. And it kind of ranked and rubbed me wrong. And I thought, I don't like this. I don't want to be the person that received the change and the fruit. And I kind of looked up and around as if someone was hiding, because we live in a cul-de-sac, so it would be kind of hard for someone to get away too quick. They were probably sitting there and looking at my facial expression of not exact gratitude. And I went inside the house and slowly told the family that we had just been the recipient of this charity. And they're like, "Oh, that was nice. That was really nice that someone gave us that at this Christmas time. That was really nice." And I'm thinking, no. Some random change in fruit? No. This is not okay. And for years, that kind of rankled on me. And then I finally got it. It didn't matter what had happened exactly with the money. What had happened was that someone had felt charitable because of what I had done trying to spread the message of charity. And they were trying to thank me. Whether I needed the fruit and the random cash or not, they had felt the charity. So that was a win. That was a success. I had done what I hoped to. And it didn't matter. I didn't need to worry about all the details of the charity they gave to me. Now I can see that as being something that it feels charitable to my heart now that someone thought to reach out to me. Because what I thought was, no, they're supposed to give that to somebody else. Do we seem like the kind of people that need that charity? Okay, now if you're the one that gave this to me, thank you so much. I love you, and I appreciate it, and I love your spirit of charity. So rethink maybe when someone tries to do something and you don't accept it the right way, because that took me a lot of years to be okay with receiving that charity and having been the person who had instigated that in the other people. So now I see it as a win instead of like the time when we sang let there be peace on earth and the train story, and then we were the one that ended up being the poor boy. Anyway, so charity never faileth. It really doesn't, right? Because even if it's in just your heart that is the charity, that is a win. Well, if you like to talk about loving things and self-care and all around good health with your body, moving your body, eating better, and getting good self-care, you might like my program online, which is an app-based 91-day program that you can find at www.honeydewhealthin91.com.